Now here at the top of the Capwell family tree is old man Cece himself, Channing Creighton Capwell. Now, he was married to your mother Pamela first. Sophia was second and fifth. But let's concentrate on the kids here. We have Channing Jr., we have Elena, they're both dead. So you just think about Eden, Kelly, Ted, and yourself, Mason.
I'm never going to remember all these.
Oh, yes, you are. I'm going to make sure you remember all these names.
How do you know so much about this family?
I was watch 2 and 3. I mean 3 and 4. Right here. It says right here.
Oh, is that you? I didn't know. Is that how you got the jack to buy this house?
Never mind about that. You just concentrate on the Capwell family, okay? Now, they have been an institution in Santa Barbara society for as long as anybody can remember. But let's concentrate on the kids. We'll start here.
Now, you said Channing Jr. was dead. Is that right?
Yes.
What happened to him?
Sophia killed him.
She killed her own son?
Well, she didn't mean to. She didn't know it was him. I mean, as it turns out, he wasn't really a Capwell anyway. I mean, we could just kind of forget about him. I'm sure he won't come up.
Well, what about the other one, Elena? What happened to her? She get killed too?
No, she killed herself.
How come?
Well, she tried to kill Eden, and then it didn't work out, and Eden came back, so she killed herself for revenge.
You're putting me on, aren't you?
No, I'm not. But I don't think it's going to come up either, because the Capwells don't like to talk about that sort of thing. They just kind of sweep it under the rug. Now, this is your half-sister, Eden.
Where'd they come up with a name like that?
I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be symbolic or something. But I will tell you one thing. Mason spent most of his life hating Eden or being jealous of her or both. But towards the end, they started to get along.
Why'd he hate her?
Because she was always trying to horn in on the family business, and because Cece loved her best. But since she married Cruz Castillo, well, she softened a little bit, backed off the business aspect of things, and she and Mason were doing pretty good.
She married somebody named Castillo? Is he Italian or something?
No, Mexican.
Mexican? Don't seem like he'd fit into that family, if you know what I mean.
Oh, he's such a goody two-shoes. They opened up to him with both arms spread. Now, let's see who's next here. Oh, Kelly.
Whoa. I got me some good-looking sisters, don't I? Was this one married?
Yes, she's married to your brother, Jeffrey.
My sister's married to my brother?
Well, it's your half-sister, your half-brother. They're not really related.
Still sounds kind of sick to me. Doesn't that make me my own brother-in-law?
Oh, don't worry about it. Their marriage is on the rocks. I don't think it's going to last very long anyway. Kelly was always very confused, and she always came to you. You really helped straighten her out. She could never hang on to a man, but she always confided in you.
Mm-hmm. I can hear that.
I mean, after all, you gave her great moral support. She loved you very much. Now, I want to finally get to Ted.
Well, how's he fit in all this?
Well, he really doesn't. I mean, you never knew if he was coming or going. But you two were close. He always came to you for advice.
About what?
Everything. He doesn't really have any direction.
Is he married?
Well, he was. To my niece, but they divorced.
Oh, is she still around?
No, she was killed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Well, what else?
Well, what about the old man?
Well, that's key to the whole thing. Mason and Cece had a love-hate relationship from the get-go. Mason could never do enough to please Cece, and he knew that Cece loved all the other children better. But what was worse, Cece did something terrible to Mason's mother when he was a little boy.
What'd he do to her? Did he kill her, too?
No, he threw her out of the house.
Where is she now?
In prison.
How come?
Well, she tried to kill your sister Kelly.
This sounds like a soap opera. Let me get this straight. You want to put me into a family pretending to be a guy whose sister tried to kill his half-sister, whose stepmother killed his brother, and whose real mother tried to kill his other half-sister. Is that right? I don't want any part of it.
Now, wait a minute. Rich people do this to each other all the time. Don't you watch TV? Think of the money, Sonny.
All right. Let me get this straight. We got Eden, Kelly, Ted, and Jeffrey. Cece is the old man. Sophia is his two-time ex-wife.
That's right. That's very good.
Thank you. You got a picture of him?
Yeah, actually, I have one right here. You gotta listen to me carefully. The whole purpose of Mason's life was to win this man's love. All right, now, we gotta get back to our tapes here.
I don't like that face.
Well, good. That'll fit right into the plan. Now, come on, concentrate on the tape.
Well, my distinguished colleague, Julia Wainwright, and I have absolutely no doubt about the innocence of our client. The circumstances, the crime with which he has been charged have been presented by the district attorney in a manner that could only be described as sketchy. There's also a very strong possibility that his key witness is non-competent.
Look, it sure looks like me,
The
doesn't it?
articles
He
that
sure
state,
does.
The articles
I want you to
of law,
listen
that is, are
carefully.
very clear in regard
You're gonna have to learn how to
proper
talk just
procedure
like
in cases
Mason.
such as these, and immediate
He
dismissal
talks like
is
he's
the
got
only
an
reasonable
attitude
alternative.
problem.
He
However,
talks like
the,
someone that graduated from Harvard Law School.
I can't use words like that. Non-compost mental. What the hell is that anyway?
Of course you can learn how to talk like that. All you have to do is watch, and you'll absorb it.
Jurisprudence is not
You're
a
gonna make it
priority
perfect, Mason.
administration. Revenge, making a public mockery of the entire justice system that epitomizes the tenure of the DA.